So Myles, how's your day going so far? Yeah, we both of us are kind of like, I guess there's those days when we get up at freaking 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I know, I'm not making it into an issue, man. Everybody, all right, dude, enough about the 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, sir.
Just gonna have to sleep.
What you cooking?
The chicken wings. The soup.
Is that for the dog? For you?
Yeah.
All right. Tell you, like I said before, many times, Myles loves to cook. I think she comes up with reasons to cook, huh, Myles? Nothing wrong with it. I'm not putting it down, man. So don't even. She just loves to cook. Huh? She does. She's a good cook. Yeah, it's what time is this? It's 11:19, the 28th Sunday. It feels like a Sunday, man. It feels like a Sunday. It's just... I gotta finish watching John Wick 3. Didn't watch the whole thing. Why? Hey, Jason, how you doing, man? No? Yeah, Jason's a good kid, man. I just hope he doesn't change. You know what I mean? You see some kids, they're really good kids, and all of a sudden when they get older, they become shitheads. Right, Myles? I said, kids, man, when they're young, they're really good kids, and then when they get older, they become real shitheads. Oh, I was talking about Jason. I said, he's a good kid. I hope he stays that way, you know? Yeah, he doesn't become a shithead. Nah, he is, man. Jason's a good kid. Good kid. Hey, you want to know something, though, man? He really cares about his younger brother. You know that? He really cares. He does. I watched him. He really does. He really cares about his younger brother. He doesn't really interact with his sister that much. Sister's a little bit older than the younger brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really interact too much with her, but the younger brother, he looks out for him. He does look out for him. Good people. Yeah, I took the, GoPro has what they call a media mod, where you slide it in, you slide the GoPro into it, and it's got a mic and everything like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think I don't think the microphones that are installed in this media mod are all that good. Right now, I don't have it on there, and you could probably hear me a lot better than you would if I did have it on there. Oh yeah, you got the meat out? Yeah. Myles is gonna make her spaghetti tonight. You're making Western style spaghetti, right? Yeah, Western. There's a difference, okay? Philippine style spaghetti's got them red hot dogs in them. If anybody in the Philippines have eaten those red hot dogs...
I don't know why they add hot dog.
Hold on a second. And I'll give you a chance to talk. It's my turn, okay? It's my turn. I'm just busting on it. She's smiling, so she knows I'm not serious. I know I talked about it before, man, but I don't think I could talk enough about them. Them red hot dogs are probably the most nastiest thing you will ever eat in the Philippines. People say they're delicious. I don't see it. I don't see it. But Myles, she don't put the red hot dogs in it. But she doesn't. Do you like them red hot dogs, Myles? Myles can't stand them. And you'll see them. All your street vendors, that's what they sell them because they're cheap. Really cheap.
Yeah.
Very, very cheap.
That kind of hot dog is cheap.
Now, if you like them, have at that, Pilgrim. But I don't want nothing to do with them. But they put them in their spaghetti, and they're greasy as hell, man. They're very, very greasy. So it makes your spaghetti sauce and your spaghetti greasy, like, you know what I mean? Not a very enjoyable texture in your mouth. And ask Myles. I'm all about texture, ain't I, Myles? If I put it in my mouth and don't feel right, it's coming out. I know I don't get sick, but I just take it out real quick. Like fat. Myles, do I eat fat?
I love fat. It depends what kind of fat.
I can't eat fat. And one of my daughters, Stephanie, is the same. Well, I don't know about now, but I know when she was younger, she was the same way as far as texture in her mouth. There was times we'd be at a restaurant and she'll be eating. Next thing you know, she'll be working that tongue action, trying to get whatever it is out of her mouth. And she'll just look at me, and I know where she's coming from, so I don't say anything. I just can't stand.
Just can't stand the grease.
Mucky's doing well. You probably can't see him. I had a conversation with Myles, because Myles has been around Mucky much longer than I have. She said he's always been like that, man. Always either underneath the bed, right? When he was in the sun. Underneath the bed or underneath the table. He always kept to himself, man. Always kept to him. I thought he was depressed.
He just
But he always kept to himself.
Maki?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just go out if she want to eat.
Well, he went outside to do his business. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
But sometimes I will chain him to, and then until you teach me to put on the long string. And
Oh yeah, because the problem was that when Myles was in the sun, Mucky and Mimi, right? But mostly Mucky would take off into the rice fields. The farmers didn't want him in the rice fields, okay? So Myles was like, well, what am I gonna do? Keep him tied up all the time? He can't run. So what I did is I took some clothesline and we got a pretty big property in Lasan, and I strung the clothesline across the longest length of our property, and I hooked a chain on that. He was happy as hell, wasn't he? He can run all over, you know what I mean? Right, Buck? Me personally, I think a dog needs to exercise, man. You'll see that here quite often. Not everybody does it. I mean, I see people out walking their dogs, but a lot of times, man, they'll tie a dog, chain it or tie a dog to like a 4 or 5 piece length of chain or rope, and that's where they keep them. I think it's inhumane. That's my own opinion. They have their reasons why they do it. I don't know. I just think it dog needs to run, man. Dog needs exercise. I think the reason why we let Mucky run as much as he does, and Mimi, Mucky's 7 years old, Mimi's 7 years old, and they're still in good health. With the exception of Mucky's left front leg. But that was something that happened when he was a puppy. So, I don't know. I know. These guys are like, why are you talking about your dog? They're our children, man. They're like part of our life. Some of you understand and say, yeah, he's with, they really care about their animals. And some people say, why are you talking about your freaking dog? He was a part of our family. Right, Myles? You stuck your finger in between the stopper and hey, you ever going to do that again?
No more.
Okay, you learn your lesson. And she pits it in between the cylinder and the stopper right here. She got it caught, No, she didn't smash her finger, but you ready to turn on the air?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. It's 11:26. We're gonna kick on the aircon. When I do that, man, I shut all the fans off. I shut that fan off. I shut that fan off. Then we just... There we go. And also, a little secret, man, a little secret. Because the way the electricity around here fluctuates so badly, if you're not using it, unplug it. Like our TV, we got it on this surge protector. Anytime we're not using it, see right now, turns red, it's on power going to the plug, we turn it off. The electricity here, man, an electrician told me that. A really good electrician. Matter of fact, it was the electrician who we wired our house, right? He told me, he says, man, he goes, electricity here. He was in the U.S. military as an electrician, so he knows what he's talking. I'm not saying, okay, whatever, man. I don't know what I'm saying, but he told me, hey, if you're not using it, either unplug it, get the power away from it. He goes, because electricity here spikes a lot. It's rated for what, 220, right? Huh?
Yeah.
220, 240. He said, but sometimes it'll spike, man. That's why he tells me I'd be better off just get a generator. And then later on down the road, when I got enough money, you know, because all us foreigners are rich as hell, get a solar system put in. A good one. Hi, Myles. But he did recommend, and we didn't do it now. He says, you don't need it right now. The fuse box here, I mean, he straightened this fuse box was a freaking mess when we first got this house, wasn't it? I mean, there was wires and nothing was labeled. It was just, you take this cover panel off, the wires were a mess, weren't they? I'm telling you, man, it was a mess. And he straightened it out. He labeled everything, straightened. But he tells me in the future. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you cannot, if you don't off this one, you just off the main switch.
Oh, everybody knows that. Yeah. That's common sense. The main switch is right here. But he told me in the future, he goes to get a bigger fuse panel. I'll call it a fuse panel. Get a bigger panel so we have more options down the road. Yeah, so it's Sunday. So far I drank 4 cups of coffee and I still feel like I need to sleep, man. I'm serious. I kid you not. Yeah, Myles on a second cup. So that's what it is, man. If you buy a house in the Philippines, if you live, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do for you, man. If you move to your Ilocos Norte area and you let me know, I'll get a hold of the electrician for you. If you're buying a house, if you're renting, don't waste your time. If you're buying a house and he'll do electrical inspection on you, I'm telling you, the electricity here is, it's scary. There's been fires, man, electrical fires due to because the electrical system wasn't grounded. He grounded ours too. He told me, he says, you know, this ain't grounded. Yeah, the guy who replaced everything. He grounded out our electric.
Yeah.
He grounded it out. He said, man, you're not even grounded. Huh?
He's good.
That's what
He's good.
I don't think she's listening to me, man.
He said, Dexter says he is in electrical engineering.
Yeah. He was in, he was in the U.S., he was in the Navy for 8 years. Yeah, he was an electrician in the Navy. Yeah, he was an electrician in the Navy. Did 8 years, and then something happened here. I don't know. He didn't get into it deeply, and he had to get out. And he came here, and the guy's freaking. I don't know how you would rate an electrician, but he's very, very good. That's what I just say. So if you move to the Ilocos Norte area, and you go buy a house, let me know. And if you want to, I'll give you his contact, and he'll come in and do an electrical inspection. He'll say, this is what's wrong, this is what needs to be done, and this is how much it's going to cost you. He's straight up, man. He doesn't play the BS games with people. And I wish. Do you remember his first name?
I cannot remember.
I can't remember. I know it's rude.
I just only write down the family name.
Yeah. Well, we weren't going to say that. But also, what he does, man. He tells you, he'll give you, and this happens all the time in the Philippines, he'll give you a list of what materials you'll need. And then he'll tell you, like in this area here, he'll tell you, go here. They don't give you a crap. They'll give you the real deal. And he's funny though. He'll put his name on the top with the phone number. And he says, hand them this piece of paper. If they got any questions, they can call me. The guy's good, man. He's really good. He's really, really good. All right, man. I think I talked too much. Whoa, 15 minutes, Myles.
Yeah.
So I'll let you all go. Thank you for listening to me ranting on. It's Sunday. I'm gonna go do the YouTube dive. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. If you got this far, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Thank you for watching. Me and Myles do appreciate it. Right, Myles?
Yeah.
All right. Talk at you later, man.
Look at this.
Bye for now.
PLDT already behind.